Hello everyone, you are welcome to another fully loaded and very insightful section of Property Law Hub, the Empowerment Series for the year 2021. If you remember vividly, at the maiden section of Property Law Hub for the year 2021, this year, I said it's going to be a year of no limits, as no limits 2021 for us this year. In terms of real estate investment, in terms of real asset class investment. Basically, we are going to be having incredible maximum ROIs, and we are going to be well guided against pitfalls to avoid in real estate transactions. So you're welcome on board the Perfect Value team. Today, I will be talking to you on an interesting topic, which I consider the fulcrum of the real estate industry. That's the topic we call land use and property rights. Land use and property rights. It is a very, very broad topic, but here we shall be simplifying it, and you shall be getting very, very perfect value. What is land use? What is land use? Some people, when I mean land here, I mean not just undeveloped land, I mean immovable property. Basically, whether the one that has been developed or the one that has not been developed. What use can you put your property, your immovable property, or your land? By virtue of law, there are 5 major varied ways via which a land user or a property user can put his or her property. Number 1, residential user. Yes, you buy land, I want to use it as a single family home. I want to use it as a condominium, a bungalow, a duplex, a triplex, just basically for residential use. That is what is residential use. Secondly, for commercial user. Yes, I have a going concern for hotel, as a resort, for business purpose whatsoever. So that is commercial. Then there is industrial, which is also in line of commercial too, though industries, building, large scale businesses, factories, and all sorts. That is just for industrial user. Then we have the agricultural user too, for farming purpose. There are some places, if you're talking about the Nigerian climate here, our land tenure system and the law that governs it, Land Use Act. There are certain areas that are considered urban, and there are certain areas that are considered rural areas. So it is deemed that those rural areas, you could actually use them for farming purposes. So, and I am sure some of us might have heard of a large scale of land, or a large mass of land rather, in a certain location for farming purpose. You can invest there, mutual investment. They allot or they allocate your lot to you there, and they'll tell you that they want to be using it for agricultural purpose. Whether agricultural purposes, whether for poultry, piggery, or cultivation, or other varied uses. So that is agricultural uses. The 5th one, which is the misuser purpose. Yes, misuser. You can actually use your property, that's the real property, or land for misuse. Residential, whether residential and commercial together, if the law permits that. So those are the 5 major varied uses via which you can actually put your real property or your land. And this is universal. So it is universal all over the world. Whether for residential, whether for agricultural, whether for industrial, whether for commercial, whether for so the mixed user, those 5 major varied uses. Now, we'll be talking about property rights. Property rights, we have talked about land uses. Property rights. Can I acquire a property? When I mean property here, immovable property, land. Do I have the right to acquire it? What legal system guarantees me that right to acquire a real property? Now with Nigeria first, we should talk about the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999 as amended. That section 43 of the Constitution talks about the right to acquire and own immovable property. So it gives citizens the right to acquire and own immovable property. Same thing also applies to several countries all over the world. The forefathers of the US recognized the fact that owning immovable property is not just a guaranteed means or guaranteed avenue of prosperity. It is also a foundation of financial freedom in itself. So the 5th and 14th Amendments really talk about right to own immovable property and also protect citizens against on the issue of compulsory acquisition of immovable property. Without further ado, what are property rights? We have talked about the statutory right to own immovable property as it is obtainable in all climes, as it is obtainable in all jurisdictions. But there is what I call the bundle of rights. That is with respect to property rights. This is just a loaded summary of property rights. Of course, property rights, the list is highly inexhaustive. But these bundle of rights, they are basically 4. And I would like to just let you know them now. What are those bundle of rights? The right to use. The right to use. We have talked about land uses. So what use can you put your land? The right to use. So you have that right to use your land for whatsoever purpose you feel you want to use it, but it has to be a legitimate purpose. Nothing illegal. The right to use the land, the right to use the immovable property. Then secondly is the right to earn income. To earn income, to earn returns, maximum returns from the good, from the immovable property, from the land. Did you get that? So what it means is that, yes, land appreciates. Land appreciates in itself. But we can't just say because land appreciates, yes, I have land there, well, I shouldn't also put it to earn further income from it. The right to earn income from your land, from your immovable property, from your real property. You could earn rental income from it. It could be an arrangement to profit you. It could be a JV, whatsoever arrangement. It could be a leasing arrangement that will yield further and better income. And that is why Property Law Hub is here. We shall be unveiling ways via which you can actually maximize the best of your real estate this 2021. All right, and the third one in the bundle of rights is the right to transfer, the right to alienate, the right to alter. So you can alter, like You have a single family home, you want to make it a duplex, you want to make it a triplex, you want to make it a condominium, you want to make it block of flats, or you want to make it whatever you want to make it, turn it into, or you want to just turn it into commercial uses. So you have the right to do that, and you have the right to property cessation. So property cessation actually means that the property can be mine today. I can choose for it to be mine today, and tomorrow I can choose that it is not mine. That is the third one in the bundle of rights. That's what I explained before. The right to transfer, the right to alter, the right to so all of that. So and the last one is the right to enforce property rights. The right to enforce property rights. If you remember vividly, I said the property rights, the list is highly inexhaustive. So we can't cover them all. So you have the right to enforce property rights, liens, whatsoever, a right of encumbrances, right of ways, whatsoever. You have the right to enforce your property rights as may be guaranteed by the legal system obtainable within your jurisdiction or within your country, as it were. So thank you so much. I hope you got value, or I hope you got maximum value. Now you are better educated, you are better empowered as to how to put your land to better uses. The fact that you have a land doesn't mean, yes, it is appreciating, but you can still look at ways to maximize it, to make it yield more and further and better rental income for you. Thank you very much for being a part of this, for being a part of the perfect value team. And I'm glad you got value. For more value with respect to Property Law Hub, with respect to real estate matters, please do not hesitate to click the link below and follow our social media pages. Thank you so much. I still remain your favorite realtor and favorite real estate attorney, Femi.